Hi my dear students, welcome to another episode of Chemistry in 8 Hours. Today let us discuss some most important problems from solubility product. First question. pH of saturated solution of barium hydroxide is 12. The value of solubility product of KSP of barium hydroxide is. Listen, it is given pH of barium hydroxide is equal to 12. So first of all we have to know what is the given data. pH of barium hydroxide. That means molar concentration of H plus ion present in barium hydroxide solution is equal to 10 raised to minus 12. That is the basic data that we have to know. So pH, we know pH is equal to negative logarithm of H molar concentration of H plus ion. pH is negative logarithm of molar concentration of H plus ion. So pH of 12 barium hydroxide is 12 means molar concentration of H plus ion present in barium hydroxide solution should be is equal to 10 raised to minus 12. Therefore molar concentration of OH minus ion present in solution should be 10 raised to minus 14 minus 10 raised to minus 12, that is equal to 10 raised to minus 2. That means in this barium hydroxide solution total molar concentration of OH minus ion is equal to 10 raised to minus 2. Now come to the equation barium hydroxide saturated solution dissociated into Ba2 plus aqueous plus OH 2OH minus aqueous. So solubility product, let S be the solubility and KSP is equal to S into 2S whole square. That is equal to 4S cube. 4S cube. Solubility product is equal to 4S cube. But we don't know the value of S. But we know the total molar concentration of OH minus ion present in solution is equal to 10 raised to minus 2. That means what is the total molar concentration? 2S. Total molar concentration of OH minus ion is equal to 2S. So we can write 2S is equal to 10 raised to minus 2. Therefore S is equal to 5 into 10 raised to minus 3. That is 1 by 2 into 10 raised to minus 2. That is equal to 5 into 10 raised to minus 3. So that is why KSB is equal to 4S cube. That is equal to 4 into 5 into 10 raised to minus 3 whole cube. That is equal to 5 into 10 raised to minus 7. So this is the most important question. Remember, pH is given, we want to calculate solubility product. pH is given, we want to calculate solubility. So remember, pH is given means total molar concentration of H plus ion or OH minus ion present in solution. So we can calculate solubility product. Clear? Okay. Come to the next question. The KSP of magnesium hydroxide is 1 into 10 raised to minus 12. 0.01 molar magnesium hydroxide will precipitate at the limited pH. Listen, KSP of magnesium hydroxide is given as 1 into 10 raised to minus 12. 0.01 molar magnesium hydroxide will precipitate at a limited pH. That is minimum pH required to precipitate magnesium hydroxide. 0.01 molar magnesium hydroxide. That is the question. KSP is given. Here KSP of magnesium hydroxide is given. KSP of magnesium hydroxide is given. Calculate the minimum pH required to precipitate magnesium hydroxide. 0.01 molar magnesium hydroxide. So first of all we have to know the condition of precipitation. That is, if QSP is greater than KSP, it is the condition system start to precipitate. It is the condition at which system start to precipitate. That means QSP means the molar concentration of product that is product of molar concentration of product raised to its stoichiometric coefficient not at equilibrium, at any condition, not at equilibrium. But KSP means the product of molar concentration of product raised to its stoichiometric coefficient at equilibrium. Suppose the QSP value is greater than KSP value, the product concentration is greater than that at equilibrium. So system tends to maintain that equilibrium. So system want to move backward direction. So precipitation occurs. That is happening in the case of magnesium hydroxide. In the case of magnesium hydroxide dissociated to Mg2 plus 2OH minus. So the condition at which QSP value is greater than KSP value, at that condition precipitation occurs. Now it is given 0.01 molar MgOH twice. 0.01 molar MgOH. So here the concentration of magnesium, maximum concentration of magnesium 2 plus ion is 0.01 itself. And the OH minus ion that we don't know. We want to calculate the pH, the minimum pH required to precipitate. So, but remember at a particular temperature KSP is always constant. KSP is always constant. So, see 0.01 into molar concentration of OH minus ion raised to 2 should be equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 12 at equilibrium. At equilibrium. Then what about the molar concentration of OH minus is equal to 10 raised to minus 10, or OH minus ion concentration is equal to 10 raised to minus 5. At equilibrium, the concentration of OH minus ion is equal to 10 raised to minus 5. If the concentration of OH minus is more than 10 raised to minus 5, solution start to precipitate. Reaction move backward direction. So start to precipitate. So what is its pH? 10 raised to minus 5 means POH is equal to 5 or pH is equal to 9. So this is the minimum pH. This is the minimum pH to start precipitation. So below this pH, system start to precipitate. Clear? Come next question. Can be the maximum possible molarity of cobalt 2 plus ion in 0.1 molar HCl saturated with H2S, Ka is equal to 4 into 10 raised to minus 21. Given that KSP for COS is 2 into 10 raised to minus 21 and concentration of saturated H2S is equal to 0.1 molar. Listen, here we want to calculate the molarity of CO2 plus ion. CO2 plus ion present in COS solution. So here HCl and H2S solution, into this we are adding CO2 plus ions. So there is H2S, a weak electrolyte dissociated to 2H plus plus S2 minus. And here HCl is also there, a strong electrolyte completely dissociated to H plus and Cl minus. And CO2 plus ions are also there. CO2 plus ion combining with S2 minus ion to form COS. So the three reaction taking place here. So remember, HCl is a strong electrolyte which can suppress the dissociation of H2S according to common ion effect. HCl, a strong electrolyte, can suppress the dissociation of H2S through common ion effect. And molar concentration of H plus ion present in solution should be equal to the molar concentration of H plus ion from HCl itself, because it is a strong electrolyte. And we have Ka of H2S is equal to molar concentration of H plus raised to 2 into molar concentration of S2 minus by molar concentration of H2S. Here molar concentration of H plus ion, that is, it is a strong electrolyte HCl, so complete 0.1 molar plus ions are present due to a strong electrolyte like HCl. So molar concentration of H plus ion let us take as 0.1 square into molar concentration of H2 minus by 0.1. That is equal to, and K is already given, that is equal to 4 into 10 raised to minus 21 is given. So what about molar concentration of S2 minus, that is equal to 0.1 cancel, so into 10 raised to 4 into 10 raised to minus 20. Molar concentration of S2 minus is equal to 4 into 10 raised to minus 20. Then what is the next equilibrium present in solution? CO2 plus S2 minus giving COS. Then what is KSP? Or we can write COS dissociated to CO2 plus S2 minus. KSP is equal to molar concentration of CO2 plus into molar concentration of S2 minus. KSP of COS is given. KSP is equal to 2 into 10 raised to minus 21 is equal to molar concentration of CO2 plus into molar concentration of S2 minus, that we already calculated, that is equal to 4 into 10 raised to minus 20. Therefore, molar concentration of CO2 plus is equal to 2 into 10 raised to minus 21 by 4 into 10 raised to minus 20, that is equal to 5 into 10 raised to minus 2. Clear? Okay. Come to next question. The volume of water needed to dissolve 1 gram of barium sulfate KSP is equal to 1.1 into 10 raised to minus 10 at 25 degrees Celsius is. Listen, volume of water needed to dissolve 1 gram of barium sulfate, that we want to calculate. So volume of water that we want to calculate. Listen, we know barium sulfate dissociated to Ba2 plus SO4 2 minus. Let S be the solubility, so S into S, so KSP is equal to S square, or S is equal to root KSP, that is equal to, KSP is already given, root of 1.1 into 10 raised to minus 10, that is equal to 1.05 into 10 raised to minus 5. What is S? That is solubility. What do you mean by solubility? Number of moles of solute dissolved per given volume of solution. Number of moles of solute dissolved per given volume of solution. That is, generally we are considering in terms of molarity. Solubility is considering in terms of molarity. So in 1 liter, number of moles present is equal to 1.05 into 10 raised to minus 5 moles of barium sulfate in 1 liter. That means 1000 ml. That means 1000 ml consists of this much moles. 1000 ml consists of this much moles. So we know number of moles is equal to given mass by molar mass. So given mass is equal to given mass. So weight of barium sulfate present per liter is equal to 1.05 into 10 raised to minus 5 into 233, that is the molar mass of barium sulfate. That is equal to 244.37 into 10 raised to minus 5. This much gram present per liter. That means 1000 ml consists of this much gram. So what is our question? In 1 gram, the volume of water present required for 1 gram of barium sulfate. That is 244.37 into 10 raised to minus 5 gram require 1 liter. Therefore 1 gram require 1 by 244.37 into 10 raised to minus 5, that is equal to 410 liter. That is equal to 410 liter. This is also an important question. Very important question. Clear? Next question. In which of the following solution the solubility of AgCl will be maximum? Which of the following solution solubility of AgCl become maximum? So AgCl undergo dissolution. So we know AgCl dissolved to Ag plus Cl minus. It is a sparingly salt undergo dissolution. In presence of a common ion, we know common ion effect. In presence of any common ion, dissociation suppressed. Suppression of dissociation of weak electrolyte by adding a strong electrolyte having common ion. So look here, in the case of AgCl, Ag plus and Cl minus ions are there. If we are adding AgNO3 solution, Ag plus ions are present. So it is a common ion, common to AgCl. So that is why it will suppress the dissociation and coming back to suppress the dissociation and system will move backward direction. So number of dissolution decreases. And in the case of NaCl, Cl minus ion is present. That is again a common ion. KCl, it is a strong electrolyte having Cl minus ion. Again it is a common ion. So maximum dissolution in water. Clear? So this is also very important question. So these are the different type of questions generally asked in NEET examination. We did 5 different questions. So these are the 5 different questions. So this type of questions are generally coming for your competitive examinations. Okay? If you like my video, please share it. Thank you.